Yeah. Detecting a titanium mass somewhere in this area. I suspect it may be that. Hello everyone, Triggin here, and welcome to Subnautica, Deep Space Edition. So if you saw my comment on yesterday's video, we have a slight problem. We have a lack of water. The water's there, see, we can swim, we have water sounds, we just don't have any water visage. I posted in the forums about it, and somebody else commented the same thing, and it happened to them at the exact, well, not the exact, I suppose, but essentially at the same point in the game that it's happened to us. And, yeah. So, we can't really play like this. So I think what I'm going to do, I made, obviously now very wisely, thank you. You may pat me on the back now. Okay, never mind, I just did it, so we're good. But I made a backup before we switched to the experimental branch. And I'd actually been considering deleting it. It's like, oh, it looks like we're not going to need this backup. And then, of course, you know, I log in and see this. So what I'm going to do is restore that backup, and I'm actually going to switch us off the experimental arm back onto the regular arm. It was neat to see the gun and everything, but it sounds like there's a good chance that this will just happen again, and frankly I just don't want to go through that particular part at the moment. Let's just play with what we've got and go from there. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to restore that backup. And I'm going to switch us back to the normal game off the experimental branch. And then I'm going to re-verify all our files. And I will come back here and we'll get back at, well, it's of course from before the Let's Get Experimental episode. So we'll have a lot of stuff to rebuild. So I'll see you once I get that restored, and I'll probably try to rebuild some of the things we've lost and pick up where we left off. So, BRBs. Alright, welcome back. Alright, now this takes us back 2 episodes. So some of the stuff I've recovered, some of the stuff I haven't. I didn't go do any more exploring and dropping beacons, so our beacons are gone. And I didn't make any new ones, so I can't place any at the moment. But I thought, let's get down and get our outpost built again. Well, we never finished building it to begin with, but we could do that, especially since my recording of the outpost construction went all pear-shaped the first time. So hey, we get to, you know, fix it. Yeah, as we were talking in the comments about the frames, and it seems like last month when they did the big update that added the Lost River and stuff, that's when a lot of people started complaining about the frame issue. That's when it seemed to get really bad. Ah, they got us. Some damage to the boat. And it also seems that, darn it. Also seems that, boy, these guys are out in force here, aren't they? Yeah. Detecting a titanium mass somewhere in this area. I suspect it may be that. And I believe our entrance is right down here. this is the left side of it, from our current point of view anyway. This mastermind brain guys have totally made me lose track of whatever it was I was saying. I think some of the updates over by the island mountain have also caused some issues, because that's when we started having crashing in the last series, is when we were exploring around there. And we'd also started exploring here too, so, you know, maybe it was here, not there, maybe it was a combination, I don't know. But there was that one point, if you haven't seen the video, there's one point where I would go out into sort of a kelp forest area, and I'm going to stop here and let things res in. Into a sort of kelp forest area, and that was all fine. I'd turn around and it'd get really framey, and I'd turn around and start heading back towards the base we'd built over there, and the game would crash. So definitely something going on there. But you know, this is an early access game, so you know, you got to expect some stuff like that. And I can tell you from quite a lot of experience that it's different on different people's computers. That's always one of the tough things, especially years ago, before things got as good as they are now, is that a lot of the different equipment doesn't like to play nice together, and sometimes, you know, people have a different configuration of equipment, different memory sticks, different main board, different processor, different loud music. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Different video cards, and sometimes you'll have problems just because there's some quirk. Even these days, when everything's been standardized, and or most things have been standardized, and everything's designed to try to work well together, you still will get situations where really loud music, where there'll be a problem, or where things will just behave differently on different people's computers. Okay, let's get out here and see if we can figure out where we want to put this. Now, I want to try to get it up higher than it was last time. And I think I figured out how to do that. I just want to see. Let's come here. Yeah, see, if we build anything here, we're going to stuck. You know, I think they should have designed it so this thing had higher legs. And I know they've got, I think they're taking these foundations out. And I think they have plans to make the legs, you know, they're going to put legs on the various component pieces. And, sorry, I'm trying to eyeball things. You know, so like the corridors and stuff will have legs that go down to the ground instead of needing a foundation. And that's not as high as I wanted it. So the foundations won't be necessary and things will set up off the ground higher, which is what I want right here. Especially with a moon pool, you really want things to set up higher. See, we're not actually going to build into the wall there because we know we're going to have to do cache clears and that will mess that up. But, see what it does is because we built sort of on the wall, it sets us up a little higher. Ugh, that's not really as high as I'd like, though. Those guys certainly do make weird noises, don't they? Okay. I had this working where I had it up higher. I don't know why I don't seem to be able to get them up higher now. Maybe like this? It's not going to let me place it now. I had green for a minute there. There we go. I have a feeling that's going to be too high.
Caution. 30 seconds of
Oxygen remaining. We'll see. I think that's too high. I think the legs won't reach all the way to the bottom, but we'll see. I mean, they reach obviously right here. Whoops. Interesting. Yeah, I noticed, you know, I wonder if they have something set up on the experimental branch where the sea moth recovers oxygen faster, because I was recovering oxygen a lot faster when we were on the experimental branch. That's why I hopped out so fast. I thought I would probably recovered by now. So I just want to get these bases placed, and then I will do a speedy up bit for the rest of the construction, so you get to see it but don't have to sit through me rambling. What was that? That was really disturbing. Enough for another one? Yes, I do. Okay. I will have to, we'll have to disassemble that first couple at some point here in order to get the materials we need. What do you know? We got enough to make, oh man. That, there we go. Right where I wanted it. Alright, so it's not too high off. We are getting the legs all the way down to the ground. It's great. I think here they're hanging off, but 1, 2, 3. Is that going to be enough room? I think I'm going to have to play with this a bit, but I think we're doing okay. So you can get the idea. That's where I'm going to place everything. I'm definitely going to move things around a little bit, but we will play some music and go fast. Okay, I almost screwed up on that last trip, I tell you. I was just working along down here, not thinking much about it, and hadn't been paying attention to the power on the Seamoth, and almost didn't have enough power to get back to the main base. But as you can see, we got power in here now. I'm going to start putting in fabricator and things like that. I did end up looking at it and realized there's just no way I was going to be able to build it the way I had originally planned to. So it's going to be a little different than our other base. But hey, it should be just as good. I need to go get the rest of my titanium so I can build the moon pool, and then we'll be able to charge our Seamoth down here. I was trying to get this so it would come in under the base and not be right underneath the moon pool, which I plan to put right here. But it doesn't seem to be working. So, all right, I'm gonna BRBs to go pick up the rest of the stuff and finish up this little last bit of building, and then we'll come back. Alright, welcome back everyone. There's a little base. Got the moon pool in. Actually, I suppose that's an acceptable way for the power to come in. I wish it was just... I hate the ones that they think they need to have some sort of line. Arc is the same way. That's why you always use the modded electric stuff that doesn't do that. But yeah, this is in, and it's over the shelf here, which means we can get the dive suit into it, which I intend to bring the dive suit down here. I'll probably leave it down here and build a new one for up top. Yeah, I still got a lot of work to do. And we're going to have to be real careful about putting in our reinforcement down here, because I've already had it spring leaks on me twice. So you can see I've got reinforcement behind that, and I'll put 2 more storage boxes there. I'm thinking I want to have all windows here, and yeah, that means more reinforcement. And then off here I'll have a straight tunnel so we can put reinforcement on either side of it. And then now we lost our observatory and went back to like the episode before. I did all the stalker tooth collection, so the stalkers are all set. I just have to release them into the collection again. Then here I want to do the same thing. 3 windows. I've already got a reinforcement over here. I'll put storage here, and then I'll probably put a first aid kit and a radio here. And then next to this we'll put a battery charger. But since we're not, at least not at the moment, going to try to bring the Cyclops down here, I don't think we really need a power cell charger. If we do, I may put it in the moon pool. And then I think I will eventually put a second moon pool in, just like we have up top. And of course 2 more thermal reactors. Although I'm a little concerned, you noticed, I don't know, maybe you didn't notice, I didn't get burned placing those thermal reactors, which makes me wonder just how efficient they actually are going to be. Oh, wait a minute here. It's a good chunk of what I came up here for. There. I'm going to decide to use a square one and put it right in the center and see how that works. So, instead of having the little ones. If that works out well, I might get rid of the little ones and the other one. They just look so cluttered. I just don't like the look of them too much. We could really use more of the melons, but, you know, if we need to, we can put a couple of smaller planters elsewhere. So yeah, probably what I would like to do is, you see I already put a short tunnel in here so I could put some more reinforcement, but this would be a second moon pool here, and then if I can, maybe put a corridor between the 2 moon pools so that we can, you know, walk from one to the other if we need to, and make it a little bit more convenient. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for what we're going to do here today. I did want to bring up my my video publishing schedule. There's a couple of things going on there. One, I need to cut back how much time I'm spending on this. I love doing this. This is so much fun. And I love making videos for people that people are enjoying, but man, I'm probably working 55 hours a week doing this. And that's a lot for something you're not getting paid for. I mean, it's great, you know, maybe someday I'll build up the channel enough where I'll actually make a little money off it or something, but right now it's basically to keep me busy, keep me from going nuts being stuck in the house. But I do need to cut back on it a little bit, and probably what I'm going to do is cut back to doing, usually, right now I normally do 3 episodes a day, and occasionally I take a day off from it. Usually Sundays I'll just do 2. But I think I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to, you know, generally do 2 videos a day, and then occasionally I'll throw in a 3rd one as well. But I'm going to sort of play it by ear. Now there's a couple of series that are either going to become just very occasional videos, or are just going to get dropped altogether, and that is Dragon Age and Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth has a few people that watch it, but not many. I mean, if I get 3 views on a Scorched Earth episode, that's probably more than average. And I don't think anyone's watching the Dragon Age videos. Maybe once in a while I get one person watch it, other than Eek. Eek watches all the videos, but, you know, that's Eek. She's watching them because they're my videos. So yeah, if you're even aware of those 2 series, you won't be seeing very many of those after this week. Well, after today, really. Then I am going to be doing some adjusting on my video schedules. I'll probably be doing fewer videos of pretty much everything. But I want to play it by ear. I don't really know, you know, how I want to do it, which ones. Right now I think I'm doing 7 Subnautica videos a week, and I'm thinking maybe I should cut that back some, but I'm not sure. I know people love it, so I don't want to cut it back a lot. But at the same time, it is something that takes a lot of time, and so, you know, it is definitely, just looking, I never realized that the sub was different on the left and the right. See, that's really black with 2 dots, and that's sort of the blue-gray of the painted areas with just 1 dot. Very strange. I never noticed that before. I never noticed that at all. Almost like one side of the sub is on low-res texture, the other one on high-res. Anyways. So yeah, don't worry. Subnautica is still going to be here. Still going to be probably my main video series, because it's what everyone seems to really love. Trying to find some more things that will interest people. I've got a special video coming out tomorrow, but it won't be a regular. It probably will just be a one-off unless somebody asks me to do some more. And then Rella, is that how it's pronounced? Rella? R-E-L-A? Had suggested a horror game, and I did check that out on Steam, and I may indeed, when I'm done with Limbo, I might get that one and check it out. And I've also been looking at some other stuff. Now, I don't have a lot of, as you can probably guess from the fact that I'm home all the time, I don't have a lot of money to spend on games. But there's another game that I guess is really popular, and I have, like, I think the last version of the game, not the newest one. So I might try doing a couple videos on that and see how that one works out. You know, if I'm going to get some views, then we'll keep doing it. But I guess that's it for now. I just wanted to make you aware that, you know, the rate of video output was going to change. And make sure you knew that I wasn't going to be dropping any of the series that you guys love watching. So that's it. So if you like this video, please tickle that thumbs up button for me. I really appreciate the support. I really do. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next video. Oh, and if I didn't say it already, I don't remember if I did or not, I will be continuing the build on this off screen. And when we come back next time, I will be doing, we'll get back into doing some exploration down here. I mean, that's what this little outpost was for, was exploration. So that's what we'll do next video. So we will see you next time.